All right, as you can see, we've got FV Catch 'em All here to help us illustrate how we recommend attaching either a pulley or just a solid ring as a splash chain guide on your carbon fiber outriggers. This is machined solid titanium. This is hollow core Dyneema that we splice. We sell both of these. This is a 15 millimeter self-lubricating pulley. And what they can do is attach like so. This is our light titanium, also known as the LT series, internally rigged outrigger. There's a 15 millimeter pulley. Here's the XT, the super internal titanium. And I stuck one of the titanium rings onto this one. So these are removable. You can double them back, have a snug fit here, or you can drop down so it's more of a pendant. The reason for the dropping down might be that you want to better clear your halyards. So this is an entry right here above your base section and middle section on both these poles. This is an entry, and this is the base section. No lines are entering into the pole here. Your lines enter into these entries at these points right here and go up and out this direction. So your halyards will be coming back to the boat like so. So you may need to drop your teaser line down and keep your teaser line below where your halyards are trying to move back and forth. You don't want anything touching one another. You don't want any interference there. So that's the cool thing about having these set up, is either something snug or a pendant where you drop down. So what does the splash teaser or splash chain actually do? Let's draw some outriggers here on the Catch 'em All. There's a port outrigger. There's a starboard outrigger. So let's say you've got a teaser rod stuck in your gunnel here. What works really cool is, say, a kite rod on an electric reel. Your electric reel's got an auto stop on it. So with one movement, the captain can come and clear one of these teaser chains. Or you might have a pancake reel. Your pancake reel will be overhead underneath this top, and your line would come from under the top here on the drip edge outboard to the rigger. But let's say, 1/3 out on the outrigger would be what we were just looking at here on these riggers. About 1/3 of the way out board. So let's say you've got your teaser line coming from your kite rod and go up here to your ring or your pulley. Make a turn back into your spread, like so. Your flat line is going to be here. Flat line bait can either clip to the transom or maybe rubber band to the rod or something like that. Or just go off the rod tip. Flat line in your bait right here. Your teaser, again, coming off the gunnel here, or coming from below the top, would be that. Turning at the pulley or at the ring, just as a guide here off the outrigger. Come back here into your spread, and you got something here to make some splash action, like so. What that does for you is it puts something in between your flat line and your short rigger. Your short rigger would be someplace around here. So your halyard line would be attached here to the gunnel. Go up to your entry about that point. Exit here. Attach right here. So your release clip travels back and forth on this short rigger halyard. And your rod, you could have, say, in your gunnel. Rod, your main line, come here to the release clip. And your short rigger come right in here. Make it, drop it back and run it a wave or two back. But depending on sea state, you can get more or less distance in between these two things. It's probably going to work out better for you to go farther back and give yourself some vertical clearance between this main line, which is taller than your splash teaser. Your splash teaser works really well close to your boat, close to your wake here. So it just kind of amplifies the traction that's already going on with the boat and its wake. So then, of course, we've got some other halyards. We've got a medium, got a long. I'll go ahead and draw those so you can get the full idea. Release clip here, release clip here. Coming farther back again. This is not to scale, obviously, but that's the general idea with a splash teaser. And again, the thing to remember is to try to keep your halyard's height, if possible, either above or below, respectively, from your teaser control. So if your teaser line is low off the gunnel, it makes more sense for your halyards to be higher. If your teaser is high, coming from under the top, it makes more sense for your halyards to be lower. Whatever you've got to do, either by splitting those things apart from a height standpoint, that you can do, including having a pendant. Like I said, drop everything down a little or have it kept up high a little. Whatever you can do to separate all that out, keep it from rubbing, better off. And of course, you don't have to use everything you have here, but with a triple rigged outrigger, this is what you're capable of doing potentially. Some people might want to try this out. If they're able to manage all this, you can add a dredge as well. But that's another subject for another time.